Hi everyone, I'm Paul Hanson, the head of the economics department here at Otago, and we're going to give you a very short video introducing our wonderful Masters of Economics. I've got two colleagues here who are going to give you the details, but I really just wanted to introduce them to you. They're fantastic colleagues, they have lots of information. I also wanted to say this is a fantastic qualification. We get inquiries from many of the top employers, and the sort of people they're looking for have the Masters of Economics. Why? Because the people we turn out are professional economists who really know what they're doing, and they're in great demand. So that's probably enough from me. I'll now introduce Dr. Murat Genç.
Hey everyone. So I am in charge of admissions into this program. So for those of you who apply, I will get your applications and then make a decision. And it's a straightforward decision because our requirements are clearly stated. So typically we want a degree in economics, and we look at your average grades, but not all the papers you did. We focus on the best for 300 level papers that you did when you studied economics, and we require a B+ average in those 4. But on top of that, we also have strict requirements in terms of background. We would like to see some background in econometrics, which typically means 2 papers and a paper at least in mathematical economics. And then this is a full 1-year degree. You have 12 months from the time you start to finish your degree. You basically do a combination of papers and also write a research dissertation. There are 6 papers you need to do, and we do give points to these papers. They're all worth 20 points. And you have 2 semesters, and you can read on the slide what those papers are. There is some choice depending on the staff availability, but typically you do advanced theory and econometrics, and then some other applied papers. And then you have a research dissertation, which is supervised by a supervisor. You do figure out what to do during the semesters. You do your papers, but most of the writing is obviously left over for the summer. So that's the program structure. And then we have the dissertation, and Victoria, who's in charge of these aspects of the program, can explain you what the dissertations are and the rest.
Kia ora everyone. So you've just seen earlier on our HOD who spoke to you, and now Murat, who is our admissions person. And I just deal with the dissertations, making sure that you find a supervisor, help you find a topic, and just guide you in general through the process. So when we decide, or when you decide what supervisor you choose, you talk to colleagues, it's a collaborative process. And when you think about the dissertation, it's these sort of assessment criteria we always have in mind that help our students through the process, such as having a thorough literature review, using methods that you've been taught in your papers. A lot of them, of course, are based on econometric methods. Having some sort of element of originality, and that may just be applying data that had previously been applied to another country, to New Zealand, or any sort of modification or idea that to extend the existing literature. Style, it has to be an academic style or a scholarly writing style. How the dissertation is structured and how it's argued is also very important. And also the process, right? I mean, have you been working largely independent, or did you need a bit of guidance? So these things are important in producing a really good dissertation. And it's typically between 50 and 20,000 words long. So what I've done is I've just shown you here some examples of dissertations. And I mean, we encourage students to do things that you're really interested in, because that guides you later on in your career of the sort of career options that are available to you. And as you can read here, it ranges from an empirical analysis of aid-migration relationship to economic insecurity, to foreign aid, to anything to do with house price, basically anything you're interested in, and you can find a supervisor or someone of our staff to guide you. And I think finally, really, our graduates are well sought after. We've got a fantastic connection to the Reserve Bank and other governmental agencies, and usually most of our graduates find employment in any of these sort of organizations, as you can read here. Last but not least, I think our graduates are great enrichment to our department. We have yearly cricket matches, pizza evenings, soccer matches, football matches, yes. So we enjoy having them around, and I hope you consider joining our very sociable and friendly department. And if you have any questions, you can definitely get in contact with me or Murat, or just the economics email that you can find online, and we will try and help you as best as we can. We hope to see you soon. Ka kite.